The screen is visible है PPT दिख रही है ना दिख रही है ना
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Mayank Thakkar. I'm the president of the Nature Club, and I warmly welcome you to the Wild and Worthy Commerce for Conservation, which is organized by Nature Club in collaboration with RAWW Resqink Association for Wildlife Welfare. Our respected principal, Professor Dr. Pooja Ramchandani ma'am, and our teacher in charge, Professor Dr. Chani Bhattacharya ma'am, has always supported and encouraged at such meaningful initiatives. Due to prior commitments, they are unable to join us today, but we sincerely thank them for the constant guidance and encouragement in making this session possible.
I'm Lucky Ranswal, Vice President of NCHR. I would like to take a moment to sincerely thank RAWW Resqink Association for Wildlife Welfare, a Mumbai-based wildlife rescue and conservation NGO that works tirelessly towards rescuing, rehabilitating, and protecting urban wildlife. Their dedication towards wildlife welfare and spreading awareness truly makes a difference. We are extremely grateful to RAW for collaborating with us. It is now my privilege to introduce our speaker for today's event, Mr. Kunal Thakkar sir, dedicated member of the rescue team at RAW NGO, who has been working in wildlife rescue and conservation since 2009. His on-ground experience and commitment towards protecting wildlife are truly inspiring. Without further delay, over to you.
Thank you for the warm welcome, both of you. Shortly, I'll start the presentation. One short notice for everyone present in the meeting here. There is a surprise video for everyone at the end. So, without delaying, it will be maximum 30 minutes session. I'll complete it. So, without delaying, I'll start the presentation. So, yeah. Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here with the Nature Club of HR College. Myself, Kunal Thakkar. Like many of you, I have recently navigated the world of management. Just a few weeks ago, I have completed my MBA in Finance from IBS Mumbai. However, when I'm not looking at the balance sheet, I am on the field. Since 2019, I have been a wellness rescuer with RAW. My journey with RAW has been an incredible learning curve from understanding the urban ecosystem to managing pressure rescue situations. While I have learned a lot over these past 2 years, I believe the journey of a rescuer never truly ends. I'll always be a student of nature, always learning, and I'm here today to show you how we can use our skills to protect the Mumbai's urban wildlife. So, going on to the introduction part. In 2013, RAW started with a small group of students just like you who decided that someone should do something about the urban wildlife. Led by Pawan Sharma, we became a volunteer-driven. Today, we are registered NGO working hand in hand with the forest department. We have moved with simple rescue to systematic approach, merging with rescuers with following the legal process. We are here to talk about how we as a citizens of one of the world's busiest cities can manage the delicate balance between the urban expansion and the incredible wildlife that lives right in our backyard. Our motto is simple: rescue, conserve, coexist. We aren't just animal lovers. We are wildlife managers ensuring our city functions without harming its wildest reservoirs. So, coming to the operations part of our NGO, since you are students of commerce and management, including me, let's look at the data of our operations since 2012. The data is here in front of you in the PPT. The scale is very massive. RAW has responded to over 50,000 rescue cases across Mumbai and MMR region. On an average, we handle 10 rescue calls every single day. That is supported by a distress call coming in every 60 to 90 minutes on our hotline. Our teams have traveled nearly 1 or 2 kilometers per day to ensure that no animal is left indisposed. This isn't about just saving animals. It is one of the city's largest networks of citizens participation with over 600 plus trained volunteers. Now, moving to the further, let's see the balance sheet of our nature. Mumbai is very unique because we have high density of urban life sitting right next to the national park, which is Sanjay Gandhi National. Now, let's look at the balance sheet of nature. As management students, you know that a healthy company needs a strong balance sheet. The following you can see that the assets and liabilities are bifurcated in the PPT. So for Mumbai, our assets are incredible biodiversity that are the leopards of RA, the flamingos of wetlands, and the crocodiles which are present in our lake, Uchi Lake and Yar Lake, and many other animals which are present in our life. These are these are just not animals; they are the natural capital that makes Mumbai a global expert. But now let's talk about the liability, which is where conflict everywhere lies. To make it simple, imagine a forest area is at 100%. Now, over the time, we take 70% of that land for high-rise buildings, highways, and infrastructure. We celebrate the development, but we forget one thing: the animals don't lose; their homes just get disappeared. When you see a headline saying that leopard has entered a building, remember it didn't invade us. It was already there. We just built over its living room. At RAW, our job is to manage these collisions and balance the sheet by reducing the liabilities of the conflict through systematic management, ensuring our natural assets can still thrive. By seeing this, question might arise in everyone's mind that isn't development not more important than just few animals? But in my perspective, as a finance student, I look at this through risk management. If we take 70% of the forest and we build a luxury complex without accounting for the leopards already living there, we aren't just developing, we are creating a massive future liability. At RAW, we advocate for coexistence, that is our motto, because it is the only sustainable ROI. We believe if you have 70% of the development, but if you respect the 30% that remain, real leadership is building a city that doesn't grow tall but grows smart enough to keep its natural assets safe. Now moving on to the economics of the rescue. So yeah, now let's dive into the economics of our work. For those you in the finance and operations part, these aren't just stories about the animals; they are case studies in risk and ethics. First, the Vashi flamingo distress. Imagine a global migration route as biological supply chain. When the city lights and power lines disorient these birds, then chain break. At RAW, a return on investment isn't measured in rupees, but it's successful medical rehabilitations and releases that keep the migration alive. Not only this, but there are several cases where migratory birds like flamingos have stuck in manja and they have severely injured them badly. Second, look at the Bhandup crocodile case. When a crocodile is found in construction zones, it is a major project issue. Some might think illegal disposal is quick fix, but this leads to massive legal liabilities and destroyed reputation. To prove that removal is smartest business move, it follows the law and keeps the workers safe and protects the project brand also. By this, I also remember recently at Vasant Hospital at Mulund itself, we received a call that a crocodile had entered a society. The call was received on a hotline in the morning 5 a.m. So, last but not the least, finally the start of is repatriation. We handled the logistics of moving 734 tortoises over 1,200 kilometers, 1,200 kilometers. Why? Because this illegal wildlife trade is $1 billion dark business. As future leaders, you need to understand that being a cool pet owner by buying an exotic animal actually funds the criminal supply chain. Real leadership means to say no to such not so cool pets and choosing ethics over access. Now coming on to the popular urban myth and fact. Let's talk about the core management skills, the information management. In any crisis, the biggest enemy isn't the problem itself. It's the misinformation surrounding it. At RAW, we have realized that myth creates fear and fear creates danger for both humans and animals as well. Take the worst myths, snakes drinking milk. During festival, people think that they are being tired, but scientifically, snakes are lactose intolerant. What looks like a good deed is actually a slow poisoning for them. This is a classic case of how lack of data leads to a bad outcome for them. Then there is the man-eater label for the leopards. When people are afraid, they demand the animal to be removed or killed permanently. But the facts show that they are opportunistic hunters. The real issue is our garbage, which attracts dogs and many other animals, and it is easy that leopards get attracted for that animal because they are opportunistic hunters. If we manage the garbage, we are totally able to manage the leopards also. So finally, the feeding of seagulls, which many of you have might have seen the Instagram reels now that people feeding seagulls by sitting in the yard or road. So many see this as a punya or a good deed. In reality, it disrupts their entire biological migration and ruins their health. We have even had to take this to the mangrove cell to protect this bird. As a management student, you know that the first step to solving any problem is verifying your data. Changing this perception is first step towards coexistence. In my finance classes, I have learned that bad data leads to bad investment. In the field of raw, I have seen that how bad data leads to the loss of biodiversity. We need to be more cautious with our environment back as we are with our financial reports. Now moving on to the green ledger. The green ledger, your professional and personal action plan. First, look at your future. Many of you will soon be in the positions of power in the corporate world. I want you to remember the concept of corporate citizenship. You will have the power to influence CSR fund. A dedicated fund will ensure that a wildlife ambulance stays on the road 24/7, saving the life while you are at your desk. You don't have to be on the field to be a reason to save an animal. Second, let's talk about the immediate action. In management, we say don't panic, follow the SOP. So, you see an animal in distress, report, don't react. Don't try to be a hero, call the experts, dial 1926, which is Forest Department toll free number. After dialing 1926, you have to press 9 on the keypad, so you will be connected to your nearest forest officer or get in touch with RAW or any other organization or NGO which is close to you. So, your quick reporting is the most important part of your rescue chain. Your yeah. As the student, the third, as students, we love social media a lot, but dignity is the highest form of conservation. I started as a student just like you, and I have seen that we balance our personal green level. We create a city where we don't just survive, we explore, living the cost of conservation, the daily cost and annual cost, which is raw spending. So the calculations are in front of you. Let's talk about the part as managers and finance students, we appreciate the most the bottom line in the organization, especially an NGO. Transparency is the foundation of our annual operation budget at RAW is roughly around 30 lakhs. To make that easier to visualize, uh, our daily burn rate is approximately 10,000. The calculations are in front of you. So what does that 10,000 buy? It keeps our 24/7 helpline active. So you never miss a distress call. It keeps our ambulances fueled and moving. On average, our team covers about 180 kilometers every single day across Mumbai. It also powers wildlife rehabilitation center in Mumbai. The surprise video which I talked about, you will see that at the end, where we provide specialized medical care and feeding for over 250 animals every month. In finance, we look for efficiency. At RAW, we don't have heavy administrative overhead. We are lean volunteer-driven machine where every rupee is an investment in a life too. When you support an organization like ours, you aren't just making a donation, you are funding a high impact operation system that protects our city's natural assets. Moving on to the next slide. Yeah. I want to talk about how we can work together. At RAW, our goal is to help every wild animal in distress, but as a data source, we cannot do it alone. We need your support to keep this mission moving. There are two main ways to contribute to our green edge. First, through volunteering, we are looking for the next generation of changemakers to join our ranks. Whether you have skills in management, social media, or passion for the field work, there is a place for you at work. Second, through the financial support. As we discussed, our daily operational cost is approximately around 10,000. Every bit helps whether it's funding for a liter of fuel or for our ambulance or medical supplies for rescue aboard. So, and since we are speaking to a commerce focused audience, here is the key details of RAW. RAW is a registered NGO and all the contributions are tax deductible under Section 80G. You can see our bank details and UPI QR code on the screen now. We believe in absolute transparency and we welcome you to follow our journey on social media to see exactly where your support goes. To close out the thing, I want to thank you for the time and attention today. But let's not end the conversation here. I invite you to follow the journey on YouTube and social media. We just don't talk about the conversation we show. You can see our rescue teams in field, our transit operations, and the incredible work happening at our rehabilitation center in real time. Remember, our core mission is rescue, conserve, coexist. This isn't just a slogan, it's framework for better living. I am Kunal Thakkar. Like I said, I started as a management student, just like you. I joined this volunteer network because I wanted to make cities safer for all the residents, just like wild and human alike. So, I would like to now show a video. Just give me a thumbs up if everyone is able to hear the sound correctly. The video. The everyone can hear the sound. This is a
Behind every successful release, there is a dedicated team and a safe space to heal. Welcome to our heart of operations, the Raw Transit Center. People see the rescues, but they don't see the recovery. Here at the Transit Center, we currently have 227 animals under our care. Each one has a different story, and each one deserves a second chance.
It's not just about picking up an animal, it's about proper management. Whether it is displaced reptile or an injured bird, we follow strictly legal protocols and ethics to ensure they get the best possible treatment.
Space is everything when it comes to rehabilitation. To get this bird back into the sky, we have organized our facilities specifically for flight practices.
Currently, we operate with 6 small flight cages and 3 big flight cages for our larger raptors and birds who need to rebuild their wing strength before they are cleared for release by the doctors and the forest department. RAW, founded in 2013 by Pawan Sharma, began as a dream shared by student volunteers, the real change makers. Today, it's a frontline force against human-wildlife conflict.
Rescuing an animal is just the beginning. Our real goal is changing how people see wildlife.
For us, every rescue is a lesson and every release is a victory for the environment.
But we can't do this alone. Wildlife welfare is a collective responsibility.
If you like this look into our work and want to support our mission for the thousands of more animals we help every year,
Please don't forget to help us spread the awareness. Like, subscribe and share this video. Your one share could help us save a life.
That's it. I hope everyone was able to collect what you had shared to your PPT. And these are Insta, Facebook, and YouTube channel. You can surely follow, like, and comment if you like our work, and like this repeat session. Thank you. Anything you heard or anything?
Thank you so much for such an insightful session. And we will now move to the Q&A round. If any questions, so that you can put them in your chat box. So I have one question. What is the most common rescue you receive in Mumbai?
The one that depends upon the climate. So जब गर्मी रहती है बहुत ज़्यादा, we receive most of the calls for birds, they are dehydrated. And reptiles like common snake, which is ant snake, we receive calls for them. And many other Indian farm squirrels which are displaced, the juvenile farm squirrels which are displaced from the nest, and many other birds and animals. We have to continuously do. So whoever is nearby the location, we will send further.
Also, how like students can contribute to conservation in daily life?
So in basic, I would like to say that if you see any animal in distress, uh, like I said, just don't react. If you see an animal in distress, direct call a NGO or a forest department near you, and you can by calling them, just stay near them and don't create a panic situation. Or tell the people don't gather. You can just call them and wait for the rescuer to arrive. You can help.
Some misconception people have about urban
So, misconception that I would like to say that you can say that one chat box event also is that we have a lot of monkeys in our area. What to do when they come in our society? So, we have to learn to coexist with them, because, as I said, that if we take 70% of the forest from 100%, where will they go? We have to stay coexistence. We have to stay with them. We have to learn to coexist, because the wild animal never hurt anyone until and unless it is disturbed. So I am writing the headline number from the report as well as the forest department number. So if you want to connect that directly, you can, anyone can regarding that. So yeah, I have mentioned the helpline numbers of RAW and Forest Department toll-free numbers. So whenever you see that if by chance your calls are not getting picked up, our team are always 24/7 on field. So if you see that your call is not getting picked up for some reason, you can always contact Forest Department 1922, that is toll-free number. After you call 1922, you have to press 9 on your dial pad, so you will be connected to your nearest forest. As a human, we have to learn to coexist with them, and you have to tell the society members that if you see any monkey, do not entertain the monkey, do not feed them, because wildlife is fully capable of hunting and getting the food. Once you feed them, they become totally dependent on you for the feed. So they stay at the location for months and they call their whole crew. So this is the main reason behind monkeys coming and entering in the building. So stop feeding wildlife. They can hunt and easily get their food. So by feeding, you are making them dependent on yourself. So this is getting a problem. There are many cases where monkeys have been obese like humans, eating the food. After they get dependent, they stop doing their hunting activities and they get that. I hope Hitendra, this has cleared your.
Anyone has any question, we can have. I think we can conclude. Thank you once again, sir, for such an inspiring information. On behalf of the Nature Viewers, we thank our respected principals, ma'am, and teacher in charge for their continued support. A heartfelt thank you to Raw and Mr. Kunal Thakkar, sir, for guiding us further. Thank you to all participants for being a part of this meaningful initiative.
Thank you so much, sir.
Or Instagram. Yeah. Sorry.
There was one last slide in the chat box.
Yeah.
What should students do when they see injured animals?
We say animal in distress. So if a student or anyone sees animal in distress, you should always have any NGO or forest department's toll-free number or number handy with you in your device. So whenever you see an animal in distress, you have to just be there, stand there by the distressed animal and report to the NGO or the forest department.
Did answer my question. You can end the meeting.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.